Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday, November 16th, 2022 formal meeting of the Iowa City Planning and Zoning Commission. For the minute taker, please note that commissioners present are Craig, Hench, Elliott, and Townsend. Absent tonight are Sines, Wade, and Padron. Next item on the agenda is public discussion of any item not on the agenda. This is an opportunity for the members of the public to address the commission for items that are not on tonight's agenda. If you'd like to speak with us, please come forward, state your name, sign in, and limit your comments to 3 minutes, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, please, and I will be keeping time. Is there anybody who'd like to speak on an item that's not on tonight's agenda? Second call for anybody who'd like to address the commission on an item not on the agenda. Seeing none, we'll move on to the next item. So we'll go to Comprehensive Plan and Zoning Code Amendments. Item number 4, case number CPA 22-0002. This is a public hearing on a proposed comprehensive plan amendment to update the Southwest District Plan, including background information in the future land use map for the Rare South sub-area. And Kirk, are you presenting? Ann?
Do you want to open the public hearing?
Oh, yes, thank you very much. I'd like to open this public hearing.
Thank you, Chair and Commission members. Ann Russett with Neighborhood and Development Services. The item before you tonight, agenda item number 4, staff is actually recommending or requesting that the Commission defer this item to the next meeting. The zoning code requires a minimum of 4 votes to recommend approval of a comprehensive plan amendment. Since there are only 4 members of the commission present tonight, and since consideration of a comprehensive plan amendment is arguably one of the most important roles of the Planning and Zoning Commission, staff is requesting a deferral. If the commission decides to move forward with the item tonight and ultimately ends up deferring the item to a future meeting date, the city attorney's office will need to evaluate whether or not additional commission members would able to participate in any future discussions, since those commission members are not present tonight and they wouldn't hear the staff report, testimony from the public, and any commission discussion. So that would ultimately be up to the city attorney's office. But this type of situation may require that only you 4 members of the commission, and I know Commissioner Craig, you will not be at the next meeting, could only be present at future meetings if you move forward with the item tonight and ultimately defer it. So again, staff is asking that the commission defer this item to December 7th.
So if we defer this item, would we proceed with the public hearing, or would we defer the public hearing and the vote until that future date?
You could defer the public hearing and the vote to December 7th.
Being that we'd want other commissioners to be here, since Commissioner Craig will not be here, and that would put us 3, and 3 people cannot vote on a comprehensive plan amendment, it would seem logical to defer the public hearing and the vote to a future date as recommended by staff. Any questions from people?
It makes sense to me. I'm just sorry for the people who've come, that I thought maybe we could listen to them, but I see what you're saying about the other commissioners then are not hearing their what they're saying.
Yep.
So that's too bad.
So then, the recommendation then, would we close the public hearing?
You'd keep the public hearing open, but we would need a motion and a second.
So keep the public
and
hearing
vote.
open and continue the public hearing until that date. So what is that date?
December 7th.
So December 7th, and that's a Wednesday. So then the motion would be to defer the public hearing and, continue the public hearing until Wednesday, December 7th at 6 p.m. here in this room. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there somebody who would make that motion?
I so move.
Motion by Elliott to defer continue the public hearing. I don't know why I keep losing that word. Continue the public hearing till December 7th, Wednesday at 6 p.m. in Emma Harvett Hall. Is there a second for that motion?
Second.
The motion and second by Craig. Discussion? Any discussion from members of the commission?
If Craig isn't going to be here at the next meeting, okay, that'll be
then that's why we don't hear the public hearing tonight, because then we would not have a quorum of people who'd be eligible to vote on it. But if we continue it now until December 7th and have the public hearing and the presentation at that time, the public comment and the presentation at that time, then everybody present can vote on it. Do I have that correct, Sue?
Yes.
Thank you very much. So we have a motion and a second. Is any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed signify by saying nay. Motion is approved 4-0. Next item on the agenda is item number 5, planning and zoning information.
The one item that was approved this week by City Council was the local landmark rezoning for the house on East Davenport Street. The address is slipping my memory at the moment.
Yes. All right.
And I have one question, and you may not be able to answer it. It's just been a concern for me. But I heard that there was $93 million in affordable funds that's going to go back to the government because the state of Iowa didn't spend it.
You know,
Is that?
I did read an article on that as well. But it's my understanding it's the Iowa Finance Authority, so I don't really have any information on that.
Is there any way we can write to them and find out? I mean, we need affordable housing, or at least rent subsidies in the area. Is there
Yeah.
anything that the city council can do to,
Sue, were you going to say something?
Sure. We can provide you with that information, and then you can take it to City Council. But we'll get that information for you, get that firmed up.
okay.
But I do believe it's IFA, the Iowa Finance Authority.
And has that money already been sent back?
That I don't know. But we'll get that. We'll get that information to you.
Okay.
All right. Any other planning and zoning information? Seeing none, a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Motion by Townsend. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Craig. Discussion?
None.
Hearing no discussion, all those in favor of the motion for adjournment signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed signify by saying nay. Hearing no nays, the motion is approved 4-0, and we are adjourned.